As President Barack Obama and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu met at the White House Monday afternoon, about 200 Occupy AIPAC protesters demonstrated against war in Iran and Palestinian rights. The protest in Lafayette Park, across from Pennsylvania Avenue from the White House, was just one of the few that Occupy AIPAC was planning during the three-day annual conference of the pro-Israel lobby.
We have the President of the United States addressing the most powerful lobbying group in the world, AIPAC, that continues. They've pushed us into a war with Iraq, and they're trying to push us into a war with Iran. We're saying free Palestine. We're saying negotiate for peace in Palestine, peace with Iran, and we need to stop. We need to get nuclear weapons out of the Middle East. That includes Israel.
Occupy AIPAC, not Palestine.
A few AIPAC attendees stopped by to check out the protest, but most didn't want to comment.
We do not need to create more discontent in the Middle East. We need to find ways to be socially responsible over there. We do not need to treat our Arab brothers and our Israeli brothers as instruments of resources. And when we start doing that, all of the other chips will fall into all the other parts of the puzzle will fall into place.
Papier-mâché figures of Obama and Netanyahu dressed as prisoners, as well as people in cardboard boxes dressed as settlements, decorated the lawn. Although the focus of this year's AIPAC conference has been about the threat of Iran's nuclear program, there were chants against bombing Iran nuclear sites as well as against Jewish settlements.
We are in a recession. We should not be spending billions and billions of dollars to oppress Palestinian people, to support the state of Israel, to maintain apartheid inside Israel, to maintain occupation in the occupied territories. It is not in the interest of this country at all.
The occupiers weren't the only people shouting outside the White House. They were slightly outnumbered by a demonstration for a group called Human Rights for Vietnam. More than 60,000 Vietnamese Americans recently signed a petition opposing expanded U.S. trade with the communist country. Occupy had taken up the right side of the lawn, while Human Rights for Vietnam were on the left, holding yellow and red flags of the former South Vietnam. Jessica Minton, IB Times TV.